Yo guys, what is up? It's your boy Rudy here. Welcome back to a brand new video. So anyways, my boys, in this video, right, they just made it to where you can have the most overpowered weapon in this game within a couple of hours. You can have the most overpowered weapon within a couple of hours. So anyways, right, there's this thing called Infernium, and let me just say pretty much I spent my blood, my blood, sweat, and tears to basically form the living hell out of this Infernium, right? And they just made it to where within like 10 hours, not even a single day, within 10 hours, you could get your hands on 200 Infernium. So no one doesn't really know. Y'all probably don't know what I'm talking about. So let me explain. Let me explain to you first. So pretty much, you form Infernium in the Stingo Reef, right? And pretty much I was farming them big gigas, the big giant bosses that's 74 and the little mobs. And I was basically farming those. You farm your Infernium and you pretty much you select whatever type of weapon you got. There's 15 Infernium, 30 Infernium, and pretty much 200. This one is pretty much, you know, the regular sword without no fixer. This weapon is seriously overpowered without a fixer. If you want to have the weapon right now, you spend 15 Infernium and poof, you already have it. If you want to have a fixer on it, you need to get your hands on 30 Infernium, and pretty much a fixer gives you a 2.0% potential to help you do like even more damage. And then this one, you need basically 200 Infernium, and it gives you a fixer 3, you know, pretty much attack. The only difference is that if you want to have it now, you ain't gonna have no fixer. You ain't gonna have no fixer. If you have 30, you get one fixer, and 200, whatchamacallit. So anyways, I spent weeks and weeks farming so I can get my hands on nearly 200 Infernium, and they just now made it to where you can farm a crap ton, right? So, in total, if you want to have the most overpowered weapon in the game, in total, you need to get your hands on 215 Infernium, right? So let me explain. You use 200 to get you the fixer 3, and then you use 15 to basically get your base. And so if you combine those two into a multi-weapon, they both gonna have a fix on it. Whatever you switch to, they both gonna basically combine. So with 215 Infernium, you have the multiple weapon. They both could have a fixer 3 on it. So now let me tell you, it takes me, right? It takes me about, out of 2 hours, out of a single hour, I would say like within 2 hours, I could basically get my hands on 10 Infernium. I'm a bit slow, but I've been farming the mobs like living hell, so I'm a little bit slow, right? And so, right, they just recently made it to where if you beat a Urgent mission, you get 3 Infernium. But most likely, I was soloing the big Giga guys, pretty much the mega, whatever you basically calling the mobs. So I basically sat there for hours and hours and hours. But recently, just now, they basically just gave this girl right here, this NPC, some extra loot stuff that is say until January the 17th. This been here right here. This was already here, but they just released this, and you can basically get your hands on Infernium just by 2,000 seasonal points, right? You could get your hands on 200. I literally just bought I bought four. So in total, I formed 185 myself. But you could buy 200 Infernium and have the most overpowered weapon in the game, right? So you need 200. You need 200k. You need 200k seasonal points just to basically get your hands on 100. And then if you have whatchamacallit, you want to get another 100, that's gonna be 400k points. You could literally farm like 60k to 100k within an hour, just by like, let's see, where is it at? Just by having a like grabbing one of these seasonal points boosts, pretty much increased by 100% for 60 minutes, pretty much. And then like you want to go to a spot that has like the whatchamacallit. Everyone wants to basically, you know, pretty much farm that spot, like the PSE bursts and enemies keep spawning again after again. And pretty much, yeah, since that lady basically came out, I spent nearly like weeks of farming. Now you can basically just get it just by collecting those seasonal points. And not only that, if anyone wants to know like what does the weapon do or whatchamacallit, so first, I don't really have the weapon because I'm trying to build my ultimate weapon, but let me show you how that looks, right? Alright, so anyways, this guy was basically in a rush. He was in a rush, so as you can see, it doesn't have a fix on it. So anyways, you get this yellow buff called Instant Death Unit Level 4. You get 19 potential, you know, pretty much damage, and then on top of that, you get damage resist by 5%, and you get potential by 6%, making it to where like you can smack like 25% potential. But it doesn't stop there. You also get another damage resist by 5% towards dolls. So this means you get like decreased damage by pretty much by 10%, making you even more tanky, making you super tanky as you possibly can while smacking a crap ton of DPS. Not only that, the damage on this weapon basically gives you 685. But like if you want the extra damage, you want to basically go out to the Pso2 3 pretty much for 4% potential, however you basically call it. And so that's pretty much it. It's also better than the Kavars pretty much farming. But anyways, yeah, if you want to have the most overpowered weapon in the game, it's right here. You can basically farm over 200 Infernium within a single day. But without this, that takes weeks. So yeah, I just basically want to go over it. It's basically crazy. I'm already about to basically make my weapon because I farmed my ass off, but now they just made it easy. They made it way too easy now. Come on.